Joburg Theatre in Braamfontein is currently hosting a new musical theatre production called Town.We, the brainchild of seasoned theatre performer and creative director Lebo Toko. Town fuses music, theatre and dance as it takes us back to the 1950s groove as Sophiatown meets Motown. We're now joined in studio by the productions director and writer Lebohang Toko, who is the composer and musical director this morning. Gentlemen, welcome to Morning Love.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
Give us a brief description of this theatre production and what the inspiration behind it was.
Well, firstly, I'd like to just correct that this is Lungile Michael Temba. He's the composer and musical director, and I'm the director.
Thank you for that.
Well, the inspiration behind Town, I'm from a musical theatre background. We both are from a musical theatre background. And grew up in a household that appreciates jazz, appreciates music. I remember a couple of years ago, there was a production called Motown itself, showing at the Lyric Theatre at Gold Reef City, and I walked out of there feeling like so inspired by the music. I loved and appreciate the blues and the soul that came from that era. And understanding from your Abigail Quebecers, your Miriams, and all of that, I just thought to myself, wouldn't it be interesting to just put the era of Sophiatown and Motown together, because they all both have town in it. And so the idea I sat with for maybe about 6 years, and 2 years ago I approached Lungile and I said, I've got this idea, I would love to explore it and take it further and have it as a review, because also when we talk about a review, we appreciate the music of it, the musicality and the instrumentation of it, because the story is told through the music.
Absolutely. Lungile, I want to come to you. Tell us about your involvement in this production and just what it was like for you. Are you just as in love with Motown and Sophiatown as your colleague is?
Absolutely. I think it actually shows in the music that was composed for the show, and it was very easy but yet challenging also, because what we try to do is capture the dynamic of Motown and Sophiatown, but this is original composition. So I had to take myself back to the 1950s and 1960s and sort of be like a Marvin Gaye and
so what kind of jams can we expect? I'm getting excited as a jazz writer myself. There's an array of songs. There's like nice fun songs, and there's really emotional songs as well. We've got a song called Sally, and it seems to be like the audience favorite at the moment, which is very emotional. So it talks about this young girl who had a baby at say 15, 16, depending how you look at the story. And she, throughout the play, we see her as this ditzy young child in the Motown group, and then suddenly we discover that she actually has a baby back at home. So she now must make a decision to go back home and take care of the baby and the child as well. So we discover that moment, which is really beautiful. All right. I want to talk about the storyline just very briefly. Take us through the storyline. Who are some of the main characters and what do they go through?
So we've got 6 strong, beautiful female singer actors.
Wamandla.
Yes. And 3 of them represent Motown and 3 of them represent Sophiatown. And because it's a musical review, it's not book heavy. It's very light in dialogue. Thus we then refer to it as links in between and crossing over to the song, which the song then becomes the monologue. Now these characters individually, these women, they individually have their lives, in the sense of, like, one is you have your normal 9 to 5, which is Sis M, Sis M, Sis T, Sis A. We call them the characters, and Miss A, Miss T, Miss M, and they have their day-to-day living, and at the end of the day they come to the dressing room to prepare for this finale that they're going to do, which is their last performance. So throughout the entire show, what you then discover is that each character then tells their story about what they went through during the day, or how they are surviving in life. Like Angela herself, we don't know that she's got a daughter, but that's her escape, being in the dressing room and performing, and she's performing to make money so that she can send home.
I like that, because it comes across as very just light, even in the content. You know, sometimes we tend to take theatre so seriously. We want to tell all the compelling stories, but we can have an ordinary day-to-day story to share, for example, that can still be fun and engaging.
engaging.
Absolutely.
That's amazing. How can people get a hold of tickets, Lungile, and what can they expect just overall?
Okay, people can go to Web Tickets or Joburg Theatre website, or they can come to the theatre and book at the box office. And what to expect? Expect soul, expect entertainment, expect beauty, and just expect to have so much fun. And you're going to come out of that theatre feeling proud of what myself and Lebo have conceptualized and have decided to just put on at the Joburg Theatre. It's very exciting.
An original
phenomenal.
as well. So an original South African musical review.
I love that. I love that. Gentlemen, well done. Thank you very much. I look forward to coming to the Joburg Theatre. It's my spot. So I really look forward to being thoroughly entertained with this production. Thank you so much. That's Lebohang Toko and Lungile Michael Temba. And they've been speaking to us, of course, about their musical that is currently showing at the Joburg Theatre called Town. All right, I'm going to say